In ballpark, happy to have you with us. It's going to be a scorcher out there today. It's the New York Mets going up against the Atlanta Braves. First pitch coming at you right after the break. And today's starting pitcher, Martin Perez. What's the scouting report on him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Ground ball right side and foul ball. Lindor swings through that one.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Here's a 2-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And that one is downstairs, and it's 3-2. Waves at the bender for the strikeout. Here's Juan Soto. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. Just getting started here at Truist Park outside Atlanta. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. 2 down, bases empty. Will Bichette up to the dish. On the ground to short. Throw on to Olsen, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. We go to the bottom of the first, and taking the ball for the Mets, Nolan McLean. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Mauricio Dubon, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. In the air to left center. Taylor on the move to the gap. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Drake Baldwin next up for the Braves.
Ball. That's a ball.
Fastball is outside. Draws the walk there. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. Pretty close, but it was a ball. Still 1 challenge left for them. Man at first, and now it's going to be Ozzie Albies. Foul ball there. Deal 1. Just missed.
That's off the plate.
Here's a swing and a line drive and a base hit into right field. quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone. Here is Matt Olson. Another solid power season. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Two on, one out. And that's fouled off. The 1-1. Hammered on the line, base hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He scores and they have the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0. Austin Riley at the plate. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got one run in. You got to try to get another one or maybe two.
Fouled off left side.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Well struck left field. That one carrying. That one hops off the wall and should score at least one. Here comes Olson around third. The relay, he'll score. 2 runs are in. 3-0.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. Nice line drive to the pull side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Now at the plate, Michael Harris II. Throw short hops him at first. Can't come up with it. He's safe. First and second, 1 out. Eli White getting ready to hit.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
And
no, that's a ball.
Just
that's
missed.
away.
That's a strike thanks to the sweeper. That's in there. Now 3-2. And that'll load the bases.
2 walks in the first has to be some cause for concern. I mean, you're talking about a guy you want to pitch deep into the ball game. It's not going to help with the pitch count right there. They can't afford to hand out 3 bases at this rate.
Joey Bart up here. And that one hit 97 on the gun. The 0-1. This one in the air center field. Taylor settles under it. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags for home. Save! And they add to their lead as the run scores from third. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Jorge Mateo now. Fly ball down the line. Bench flying after this one. Makes the grab. Nice play after the long run. And that is that. Back at Truist Park. We move ahead to the top of the second now.
Well, early in this ball game, down by 4 runs, you've got to try to get a run back and just look at taking at least 1 inning. Before you know it, you'll be tied up. He's already pitching with a 4-0 lead, so we should see him be aggressive. Fill up the strike zone. Don't issue free passes.
That one ripped right center field, and this one looks like trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And he starts off the second with a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
And the batter now, Eric Wagaman. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here at the top of the second. On the ground, right side. Olsen takes it to the bag. One out in the second. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Francisco Alvarez. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. The runner from third comes across as they get one back.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Carson Benj in the box now as he leaves that one up high. And the 1-0. That one fouled off. And a foul ball. Base knock center field. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away. Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets. This ball's chopped on the ground. Riley tossed to second. What a double play that was. Inning over. We head to the bottom of the second. Now in for the Braves, Mauricio Dubon. Singy, he wasn't real sharp in the first, got hit around, but really more so, didn't throw a ton of strikes.
Well, he's just got to find a way to settle down. He was clearly fighting himself out there, not really finding the strike zone, walking batters. So we'll see if he can get back on track and fill up the zone a little bit more.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. And delivers outside. Up the middle. Over to first.
Yep, got him.
That's one out the bottom of the second. Now it's the DH, Drake Baldwin. He walked and came around to score his first time up. On the ground to the left. Long throw to first. Already two out here in the home half of inning number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. Ozzie Albies, the next to hit. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far.
Oh!
Now one miss.
That's a ball.
And that's a pitch early in this game. He needs called for a strike. Struggling with command issues. He's got to get a little help from the umpire.
Hey!
That's in there. That's strike 1. Nice curveball for a strike. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. Back in Atlanta Truist Park. All set for the start of the inning. Brett Beatty up now for the Mets. And the 0-2. Up the middle. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Safe at first. No play. We'll see how they score this.
You got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Baden on at first. Nobody out. On the ground, right
foul.
side, and that's just foul. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. That's got a chance. To the warning track, makes the catch. One out man at first. And next for the Mets, Juan Soto. He's 0 for 1.
Oh.
Soto in his 8th season, 27 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 2.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
2-1 now. Foul ball. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. This one in the air, right field. Makes the grab.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. A flip to the pitcher covering. That's out number 3. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Matt Olson. And a foul ball.
You know, these Braves doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They're hitting everything thrown at them.
This one's into the outfield. Could be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
All over that one right there. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
And the batter now, Austin Riley.
Oh.
Man at second. Fastball for a strike. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. Michael Harris the second. Next up for the Braves. That one is absolutely belted. Tattooed to Tater Town. Population U, bro. A 2-run shot, and they add to the lead. It's 6-1. One down. Now in for the Braves, Eli White.
Nope. Oh, one.
The 1-0. And he swings through that one. Went with the sweeper, but it misses. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Back to work, 3-2 now. Ground ball right side. Beatty to first. Got him. Here's Joey Bart now. Drove in a run with a sac fly his first time up. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now, doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Slides, but it gets by him.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Stepping in, Jorge Mateo. Hammered down the right side, but foul. That's down and in. Bart off of first with 2 away. That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper. And a swing and a miss there.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Struck him out looking. That was pretty nasty. Back here in Atlanta, on to the 4th. Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. Perez back to work.
Well, these Mets, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. And a foul ball. That's smashed towards center. One down.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Wagaman batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Foul ball there. 0-2 now. Struck him out swinging. That K is his 3rd of the game. 2 down, bases empty. And here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
Nope, that's low.
This one in the air. Olsen settles under this one. And that is that. Welcome back, and they turn to a new arm as we kick off the bottom of the 4th. Luis Torrens.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
Well,
that's off the mark. Ball 2. And another ball.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
Fastball for a strike. That's hard hit in the line. And that's got extra bases written all over it. And he's got a leadoff double in the 4th.
Everything came together for him. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Digging in, Drake Baldwin. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side.
That's a ball.
In the air, left field. And that's a foul ball. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. In the air, out to center. Base hit into the outfield. Here's the throw to the plate. Not in time, he scores. And it's now a 6-run lead. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Baldwin gets his lead at first. Nobody out. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. This one smoked on its way out of here. He'll take a trot around the bases. And they add on. It's 9-1. Matt Olson up to the plate. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Here comes the 0-1. Smash to center, way back, and you can forget it. Home run. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add to their lead. It's 10-1. A.J. Minter gets the call from the pen.
Well, I got to think he probably has a little extra in the tank facing his former team. And there's not a player in the league that doesn't get a little extra motivation when he plays against his old squad.
Riley stands in now and watches strike one. The 0-1. Swing and a line drive, and that one's a base hit out into left center field. And the hits just keep on coming.
They are really feeding off each other. That's 5 hits in a row. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Now it's going to be Michael Harris II. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. The 0-2. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and that leaves them with runners at first and second.
A couple of singles back-to-back. Really protected with 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job of bad ball hitting.
And now here is Eli White. The 1-0.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
That one misses. Ball 3. And there's the automatic. No outs. Runners at first and second. On the ground, flips it. There's one. Double play. That was some defensive wizardry. This is Joey Bart. Bart wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. So they've still got both their challenges. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. That is the inning. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
Singy, were you superstitious as a player?
I'd say a little bit, Dan. I wouldn't want to admit it, but I think, you know, you have a good game the next day. You're maybe thinking a little bit when you're putting your spikes on. Which one did I put on first? What did I eat? You know, let me just bring that back into today.
So you weren't superstitious, you were a little stitious.
Yes, I was medium stitious.
To the right side, Albies gets it to first. One away here in the fifth. And now the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor. 0 for 1 so far.
We've got some superstitions up here in the booth, and you never can say, hey, this game's going really fast early in the ball game.
Yeah, that is one of the ways that we are capable of putting the jinx on the game, is talking about how fast the game is going. That normally will grind it to a screeching halt.
No question.
Swings through that one for strike 2. Right side, slides for the stop. Throw to the pitcher, got him. Nice play. 2 outs, base is empty. Brett Beatty up now for the Mets. Reached on an infield single his first time. Hit on the ground to short. Mateo on to first, and the Mets go 1-2-3. Bottom of the inning, so now to the plate for Atlanta, Jorge Mateo.
You know, these Braves, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. The underhand flip, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Here's the left fielder, Mauricio Dubon. 1 for 3. Close, but called a ball. And the count even 1-1. Challenge from behind the dish here. And on further review, it was a strike. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. Outside low. Ball 1. Swing and a ground ball, and he can't come up with it. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this. Drake Baldwin digs in now. He's a catcher by trade, but the DH here in this one. Hit hard, but foul off to the left. And the 0-1. Tap foul at the plate. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. The high heat, too much on that one. Brooks Raley takes over on the mound.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Pitch kicks away from Alvarez. And now a man into scoring position.
Heads up base running right there.
Man on second, 2 down.
Ball
That one
inside.
And a count now 2-0.
Hey!
Now there's a bullet down the
Foul.
line. And it goes just foul. Man at second. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Back at Truist Park, all set for the top of the 6th. Francisco Lindor up now for the Mets. And
Ball
that
one.
misses. Ball 1. Lindor in his 11th season, 32 years old. High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul. Inside.
That's off the plate.
And it's 2-1. Next pitch is outside.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Sets him down on strikes. And that's 4 strikeouts. Juan Soto now. He has, as they like to say,
Let me guess, Boog. Light tower power?
that's right. Swinging a foul straight back. Swings through that.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
And down on strikes. Now 2 out. 2 down, base is empty. Now the third baseman, Bo Bichette, has grounded out a couple of times.
Well, this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
Strike. Woo!
That one's in there. That is strike 2. And that skips in the dirt. In the dirt, full count now. Got him looking for the kill. And he strikes out the side here in the 6th. Bottom of the 6th. Now in for the Braves, Matt Olson.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Ball.
Olson wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball. And they don't come much closer, but it was a ball. Still 2 challenges left for them. Here's a 2-0. Just
Ball 3.
missed. That one misses.
Ball 4.
So a leadoff walk.
Speaking of walks, did you see anything special during your walk into the ballpark today? I know you like to take in all the surroundings.
I just love interacting with the people. It's just fun to connect. I mean, as I was headed up to the booth, one guy shouted at me, make sure to say hi to Kenny.
No, that's a ball.
Riley in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Ripped on a line to center. And there's one down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Harris, not sure what to expect after that first pitch.
Ball.
And the
That's
sweeper
off the
is off
corner.
the plate. And ball four
Take
to
it back.
aboard.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at-bat.
And next for Atlanta, Eli White. Misses again, 5 in a row.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone here in the bottom of the 6th. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
Ball 2.
Double play ball to second. The flip. There's 1. On to first.
No, he's
Safe.
safe.
So they get 1, but a really nice try there. Cionel Perez taking over on the mound.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Bart in the box now. Takes strike 1. Handles, throws to first, and that's the 3rd out. Back in Atlanta Truist Park, top of inning number 7, Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. And that is out of play. That one lifted to left. Dubon settles underneath it, and there's 1 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Wagaman in the box again, takes a strike. Up the middle, into the outfield, base hit. And they have their first hit since the 3rd inning. Francisco Alvarez now at the plate. And first offering is fouled off.
Nope. Ball 1.
This one in the air, right field. He makes the grab. And up next for New York, Carson Benj, 1 for 2.
Ball.
That one ripped, but foul. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Good job to fight that one off. Sets him down looking. Picks up strikeout number 7. Back here in Atlanta. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Jorge Mateo. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
That's a ball.
That one ran inside, almost got him. There's a line drive to left field. 1 away. Here's Mauricio Dubon.
Ball. Low.
And there's a ball.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. They'll keep both their challenges. Pumps in a strike, and now 3-1 the count. To third, Bichette. And there's 2 away. 2 out, space is empty. Drake Baldwin will hit next.
Oh.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
And they'll do it again.
Well, 2 outs and a chance to put up a 0 on the scoreboard here, and that's not something that's come easy for this staff in this one.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Vern Holden. And this is the best way to make your major league debut. No one on base.
Yeah, you're already going to be a little nervous out there, so I think it's a nice job by the skipper to get him in here without any added pressure with traffic on the bases.
Taylor leading things off and takes a strike. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Oh.
Swing and a ball ripped down the right field line. If it's fair, it's gone. And it hooks foul.
Clearly hoping he could get a swing and miss on that, but doesn't fool the hitter with that breaking ball. Nice job, just couldn't keep it fair.
Struck him out looking. So digging in, Brett Beatty.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Ball 2.
The Braves up big in this one, and we're in the top of the 8th. That misses the zone. Ball 3. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Back to the top of the order, and now it's Frankie Lindor. 0 for 3 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. And that's a base hit. Lead runner around second, and they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
No!
Soto in the box with one away as he takes ball one. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. It just shaved the zone. So they've still got both their challenges. Two on, one out.
Oh, that's inside.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
That one off the mark, 3-1 now.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
Three-two. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Payoff pitch. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Did he go?
Tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. No swing. That's ball 4. He walked him. All loaded up. Bobichette getting ready to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Fought off foul. And now the 0-1. Way out front for strike 2. Bounce to the right side. Here's Mateo for 1, but
Hey,
safe at
he's in
first.
there.
It's a fielder's choice. And now it's Mark Vientos.
Oh, outside.
Check swing, and he went 1-2. Line to right, base hit. Scoring is Lindor. It's an RBI single. It's 10-3.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Nice job of driving that.
They bring a young arm out of the bullpen in this spot, Didier Fuentes.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Now here is Eric Wagaman.
Oh.
Two aboard, 2 outs.
No, that's a ball.
Just
that's off the
missed.
plate.
He was looking for some firewood right there. I tell you what, if you're not out in front, swing at that pitch, you'll be looking for a new bat.
And they're
That's
all
off the
loaded
corner.
up.
Take
That
it
just
back.
came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and the guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. That one misses. That's 5 straight. This one's blistered. No doubt about it. Out of here. Grand slam. A 4-spot on the board. It's 10-7. So 2 down. Carson Benj, the next to hit. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the ninth, that closer's coming in.
Breaking ball, and that got him.
First base.
So up next for New York, Tyrone Taylor. And first offering is fouled off.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Bart collects, fires to first, in time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. Mets draw closer thanks to the home run. It's now 10-7. This is NL East Baseball here on MLB The Show. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Huascar Brazoban.
Well, he's been excellent against left-handed hitters this year, and that's his first test. This looks like a good move to the pin in terms of the matchup.
That's off the inside corner. Ball 1. And that's too high. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Stays alive. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout. Here's Matt Olson down. He's already homered here in this one. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. And that is strike 1. Foul ball. Oh, 0-2 now. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Whoa.
Chopper right side. And that goes foul. Misses outside. Full count now.
These first 2 hitters really making him work out there. Already 14 pitches this inning.
Goes down looking for the strikeout. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. 2 down, base is empty. Here's Austin Riley. That misses, and that's ball 1. Looked like a strike to me, and here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep their remaining challenge. Two down, nobody on. That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2. Riley not happy about that called strike. Here's the challenge, and the strike call will stand. So they're now out of challenges. Here's the 0-2.
Nope,
And
that's
that's
low.
awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And a 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Raisel Iglesias.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
Iglesias is what you're looking for in a good reliever. The ball stays in the ballpark. It's so hard to square him up. That's in there. 0-2 now. Popped in the air, left field. Dubon has a beat on it, and there's one away. Here's Francisco Lindor. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. That one pushed to the left and foul. Now the 0-1.
No, that's
Iglesias, a 6'2 righty, 190 pounds, and he was born in Cuba. Popped up. Mateo under it. Brings it in. And a couple of quick outs. So last chance for the Mets. Here's Juan Soto.
Well,
The Braves trying to close out a 3-run lead here at the top of the 9th. Ground ball, Austin Riley. On to first, ball game. And the Braves slug their way to a win in this one.
We saw both teams come ready to swing it in this one, and they found a lot of success. Couple of touchdowns up on the board today. Pretty amazing, and it turned out to be a close one, considering all the runs put up. Really wild.
And your final 10-7. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.